sisters. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Starchy Sister class is in session. I heard the garage, so Starchy husband might be coming in with Lil, our mid dog, right? She's our not the babies, but she's turned out to be the middle child, you guys. So she's been scratching at her ear, so Starchy husband had to take her to the vet. And I know as soon as she comes in, we're gonna have a dog crisis. Everyone's gonna start barking, but we'll handle it all with fine. Maybe it wasn't him. I thought it was him. Anyway, happy Wednesday. I'm so glad you all are here. It is a good day today, connecting with my Starchy sisters. I always love these days when we connect in, you guys. And yeah, I thought about what can we call this live? You know, like we'll meet every week. Do you guys like that? The Starchy Sisters classroom or classes in session, something like that. I don't know. If you guys have any good ideas, let me know. This is our space where we come together and we connect and we share ideas, how things are going, successes, all that good stuff. And I have a success to share with you all, you guys. So I ate lunch and I was just like, I don't know. I was feeling full. I get so many veggies, you guys. Like you see my bowl of veggies. It is huge. And I've been thinking lately, like I've been feeling, just more bloated, like after I eat. And it's like, okay, I'm having a feeling that I am eating too much. Oh, there's Starchy husband and Lil. So anyway, I've just been really noticing my hunger fullness cues. And today for lunch, I totally paid attention to them. And here, like literally, I saved half of the starches and half of the veggies. And I'll probably eat this once we're off the live, or maybe just eat it for dinner, because listening to those hunger fullness cues is so important for me, because I can really just want to stuff myself and eat everything till it's clear the plate kind of girl. And I'm not doing that anymore. And so I'm really paying attention to that. And just really the psychology behind it about like, okay, why am I forcing myself to eat? Like the food is there, right? So I don't know. It's just a journey. It's like unpacking that continuously and seeing what's going on for me in each moment for each of us, right? What's the need to want to continue eating? And I almost think for me, sometimes it's a comfort thing. So anyway, excited that I stopped myself and I didn't force myself to eat it all, and I'm saving it for later. So I'm going to pop this in the fridge and see who is in the Starchy house. Let's see what Starchy sisters showed up today. I'm so glad you all are here. Shawnee made it. Hi, sister. JJ's here. Kristen. Oregon's in the house. Rebel's here. Ellen J is here. Miss Angie, baby. Tamra. Natasha. We're having regulars. You all are showing up every week. I love it. Libby's here. Mary Jo's here. Mary Jo said, our Starchy meetup. Yes, I love that, sister. That's a good one. Becky Jarman made it. Forever learning. Rebel said, yes, I love it. That's how I feel. I constantly want to be on the learning path. Lynette, hello from Minnesota. Hi, sister. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to do a little cooking today, all about the non-starchy veggies. These are the things that keep everything kind of, love the hearts, you guys. Keep everything kind of what is the word I want to use? A variety, right? All these non-starchy vegetables bring a variety to our food. And because you know me, I can eat the white bean chili every day. And so the non-starchies are the ones that bring me that variety in. So we'll get into that a little. But first, let's center in together. And I was thinking about this centering in. And I've thought about it like, oh, should I just cut it out? It's that thing like we don't want to stop for a minute just to calm our nervous system and just to be present. Like even if you have this on in the car, you can just be quiet for a minute, right? Just kind of hear the silence within. So let's just take a moment. It's probably not even a minute we do it, you guys, right? Let's take a moment just to center in together. Bring our starchy sister energy all together. So if it feels good for you, one hand over heart, one hand over belly. And do what you need to do with the breath. Helps me just to kind of release energy, to breathe, exhale out of the mouth. And just notice the flow of your breath. And if it feels good, invite that lengthened exhale in that we're doing for the month of September. The breath in, and then the exhale is a beat or two longer. And maybe affirming in your mind's eye, I am here. I am here. Just signaling that you're arriving, fully present. Your whole being is here. Arriving in this moment, I smile. 24 brand new hours in the day. I vow to live fully present in each moment, looking on all beings with eyes of compassion, including myself. And then when you're ready, release your arms out to the sides, maybe open and close the fingers. A big reach up if you're standing up, and then exhale. 2 more just like that. Big reach up. Exhale. Last one. Big reach up. I love it. My energy's vibrating, you guys, because on my notes, I had that we were going to do our state change first. And so that's like, woohoo, a high energy. And then I was going to bring us down with the meditation, but it's all good. Let's do our angel cards. See what the angel cards say today. Because some days just having my starchy sisters around, it just gets my energy a-flowing. Not some days, all days, actually. You guys feed my fire. All right, let's see. Surrender. Surrender. I love it. Surrender to each moment. Surrender to the path, right? We don't have to control everything. I don't have to control everything. Like, it's all good. I can surrender, let it all go, and show up in each moment and just do what is right in front of me. So surrender's our card for the day. And we got our water. Make sure you have your water. I'm going to get a drink, start out with that. Yum. All right, sisters. Well, let's see. Let's do our state change. I want to do this. I want to start and then we'll end with it because I am feeling the vibration. So if you can, just say it out loud where you are. So just maybe shake the arms out. I'm going to jog in place a little. It's good for my ankle to jog in place, build the muscles, and then just start tapping. Just start tapping. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Say it with conviction, you guys. I am the leader in my life. I create the life I want to live. I am a force for good in my life. I am committed to living my most healthy, vibrant, energetic life. I love it. And then the big question, you guys, who's going to carry the boat and the logs? I am. Who's going to carry the boat and the logs? I am. One more time. Who's going to carry the boat and the logs? I am. I am. I am. I love it. Woo! I love it, you guys. Are you all going to carry the boat and the logs? I see you doing it, you guys. You guys are showing up for yourselves, being here 100%, right? This is what it's about. It's about showing up for ourselves, living out our fullest, best life. in midlife, right? We are taking the reins and we are choosing to live the life we want to live, not the life somebody else says we should live, but the life that we want to live. Like that is what it's about. Whew. And how do we do that? We do it first by showing up and one meal at a time, one day at a time, because we start with the physiology, you guys. We need to get this physiology going, the physical body, the movement, the energy, all of it flowing, and it all goes together. And when we start with the food, we just nourish and heal our body from the inside out. I love it, you guys. This starchy sister needs to start running, maybe. I'm out of breath. All right, Joy made it. Pen's here. Yes, so glad you guys made it. Joy said, wowza, made it. Love it, sister. I see you, JJ and Rebel. Yep, you all are carrying the boat and the logs. I love it. How about naming our call Potato Patch Check-In? Oh, how cute is that? That's a good one, Tamra. I need to take pictures of these. Joy said, yes, and it feels like it's getting lighter, my boat and logs. Isn't it amazing, sister, right? It doesn't feel like that hard thing anymore, right? It gets easier. Yes, I love that. Kristen said, that's cute. It is. Michelle made it to the live. Welcome, sister. We're so glad you're here. I love it. All right, one more drink, then let's get this potato patch party started. That goes with Pen. Pen potato patch party, because for me it's all S's. Starchy, Shauna, super simple, all that. So potato patch party can be Pen. I love it. All right, I want to say welcome everyone, and welcome to our replay sisters. Those of you who are here for the replay, like, we are so glad you're here. We love it when you're here live, and we love it when you're here for the replay. We are sending you big starchy hugs and so grateful that we are on this journey together, you guys. It is such a gift. Like I've said it before and I'll say it again. I have been in the past a solo traveler. So I have done this all by myself and at times felt lonely. And having this community has just made it so I feel like I am not alone anymore. Like we are together in this. And it just, the energy of that just makes me feel so inspired to continue on. And for those of you who are like me, I'm the firstborn, I'm independent. Like I don't know. That's just something about me, a quality that I have. And what it's done is, and I'm an introvert. So it's really made it so I keep to myself a lot and I don't reach out to community. Even, reaching out on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, it's just not something I've done in my life. And in life, I don't really have a lot of close friends at all, any really. And so it's opening up this way to this community and to all you starchy sisters has really taught me how much I really need this in my life and how nourishing it is to open my heart up and be vulnerable with other women and allow myself to be supported by you all. I just want to say, I hope you all connect in. Like what you give, you get back. It feels like tenfold. And so I just want to thank you for being part of this Starchy Sister community and being here, you guys. You do make a difference to me. And I remember you all. Like you think you make a comment and it's forgotten. Like I know you. I know you. When I see you pop up in the comments, it's like, oh, there she is again. Oh, and then I'll think, oh, I haven't seen so-and-so in a while. You all matter to me. Like you are in my heart big time. Okay. I don't know, that just came up. So let's get on with it. We're going to be cooking. Oh no, first this. I did want to do the 4 agreements because we're on the 4th agreement, you guys. all these agreements are so perfect for our plant-based journey. They just go right in. So September book of the month is the 4 agreements. I was watching this thing on YouTube. I cannot tell you where it was from. Oh, no, it had to be, no. Anyway, I'll try it. If I say it, I'll say it wrong. Whoever it was, top 5 books of all time, they were rating him. And what was number 2? And so it's just affirmation for me. It's like, okay, I'm not the only one. And you know where I heard about the 4 agreements, you guys? Ellen DeGeneres on her show. I was 38, 37 or 38. So however, 55 minus, 37, however many years ago that was. She was on her show and she said, this is the book she gives to everyone. She lives by it. It is so good. So the 4th agreement, always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. So true. And if I think about like how I was living before I finally made that decision and started eating and living this way, was I living my best, you guys? Not at all. It's getting really honest with ourselves and saying, how am I living right now? Am I showing up for myself? Am I doing my best for myself? And that's what carrying the boat and the logs is, right? It's showing up, it's digging deep. It's digging where we thought didn't even have left to dig and saying, oh no, I'm getting up and I'm carrying these boat and these logs and I am showing up for myself. I am doing the best that I can. Because it's like I said last week, I don't want to get to the end of my life and know that I didn't show up my best. And when can it start? Today. There is no more time to waste. Like it is time to start living our best life now. And how do we do that? We eat these nourishing foods. We know, right? I feel so grateful. I wrote something like this in my ebook. We know that this is the healthiest way to live. Like, how lucky are we that we not only discovered this way of eating and living, but we actually listened, you guys. Like, many people have listened and have heard it and just go on about their life, continue to eat the sad diet, right? Do you say sad diet? Probably not, because it has diet in it. Anyway, y'all know what I mean. So we have been fortunate enough that we heard it and we listened and we're actually doing it. Like that to me is just pure gratitude. I am so grateful. And that is how we show up and live our best life. So agreement number 4, always do your best. And just by eating and living this way, you guys, you are already doing your best. I love it. 4 agreements. Okay, so we're getting into it. Let me get a drink of water. Let's get into this kale. I'll check in with the chat. Oh, 7-piece frog made it. Aw, thanks, Tamara. She said she can't wait for my ebook. Me either, sister. I'm like, oh, I'm needing to finish it. JJ said, I have close family members that are in such poor health and will not change. Makes me sad. I know, sister. Yeah, I've really had to do work on that myself and just letting it all go. Have to let them do their thing. I know it's a bummer. 7-piece frog says, I'm a people person, an extrovert, friendly, and supportive of others, but she doesn't feel like she is. She's still doing, but not posting because she doesn't feel that her posts matter. I didn't know you're doing a book. Will it be a real book? It'll be an ebook, sister. I'm trying to because I don't know how to do it the other way, right? For me right now, the ebook is what I can do. I eventually do want to get it in Kindle format and have it on Amazon. We'll see. Send me good energy. We'll get it done. But right now, to get it out, I want to do an ebook. So that's how I'm doing it. Your posts matter, sister. The energy you put out matters. I really appreciate you. Okay, you all. So let's get into this kale, because I brought out my Instant Pot for you all. And I just want to say about the, what do I want to say about the non-starchy veg, right? This is the thing that runs out. Over here on the counter, I have mushrooms and eggplant that I cooked. I have my steamer out because I cooked green beans in that. I cooked my zucchini bake. And so all of that lasts me 4 meals, probably. So 2 days, 2 full days. And then by the third day, I'm having to recook it all again. And so the kale really helps with that. And I'll have to see. I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to measure it, because I did put this in the ebook too, that, so you all know how much I'm eating. Like, these non-starchy veggies are the things that go the fastest, right? So the kale and collards, Penn did it in her Instant Pot, and she gave me the times. So I did it, and my last batch turned out really good. So I thought today, well, I have my kale and collards to cook, so let's do it all together. And if you don't have an Instant Pot, I've already done it to have it done on the stove. So the stove, it's just that they cook so long on the stove, you guys, that it's like an hour. I feel like 45 minutes to an hour that I'm cooking them. And so the Instant Pot really cuts that down. And for those of you who feel like cooking on the oven or the stove heats up the house, this doesn't, right? It's nice to just do it in the Instant Pot. So I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Yeah. And so while we're in here, I see some chat going on. I can't see without my glasses, but say in the chat, like, give some ideas for non-starchy veg, you guys, because this is the thing that goes the fastest. And even if you have some non-starchy veg, maybe that we're not used to eating, like, that would be helpful. Like even Brussels sprouts. I never cook Brussels sprouts, but I'd love to know a way that they can be tender and good. So let us know in the chat, like, what non-starchy veg are you eating, and like how y'all are cooking it, because the more we can get of this, the better. So I love my Instant Pot because it has the 2-sided handles. And today I'm doing the big bag of kale. So this is, let's see. Well, this is 12 ounces. And kale is just like, it's the powerhouse, right? Everybody is just all about the kale. Like this green, healthy, nutrition-packed, full of vitamins, minerals, all that good stuff. Okay, so I pour this whole thing in here. I really need some more scissors, you guys. I don't know about you all, but I don't have enough scissors in the kitchen. And I just smash it down. Like, it's literally as much as you can get in there. And I'm just going to put the cup of water in now. I put a cup of water in there. And then right here, I'm going to put in the onion. So I have an onion out. I didn't cut it ahead of time. So I'll cut that while you all are here. And really, this is not dicing. It's not anything pretty. My onion too. It's not my onion, my knife too. We had the whole knife talk. I really need to get a new knife. All right. Brussels comes out great in the Instant Pot, 1 minute with a quick release. Wow. All right. I'll have to try that, sister. So you just put it in for 1 minute. I forget what Penn said she cooked veggie wise that was in the Instant Pot. And she said no time. She didn't even put any time on it. And she said it came out soft. It's just when you do the, release, I don't know. I guess just since it heats up or whatever, it cooks then. So really, if you forget the onions, you can add them at the very end. They don't have to be at the bottom or at the top. Like there's no rhyme or reason to this. And then, so Penn and I, this is where I differ a little from Penn, because she doesn't put the vinegar in the beginning. So you can do it however you want, you all. But I'm going to put the vinegar in the beginning and in the end, because I like that bite of the vinegar. Like I like that vinegary taste. If you do not like that vinegary taste, you don't have to put it in the beginning. But when I put it in the beginning, I add a tablespoon. So I'll do a tablespoon of the vinegar. And it really doesn't need it. I thought it needed it to like cut the bitterness, but it doesn't. Something about cooking it in the Instant Pot makes the bitterness go away. And then I have some of these collard greens. I made some lentil soup yesterday, you guys. I put the collard greens. Oh my gosh, love these collard greens. So these are in little strips. Starchy husband bought them for me on accident, right? Because they aren't the kind I normally buy. And I'm, inside I'm like, oh, why didn't he get the right ones? But now I'm loving them. I'm loving the little strips because I put them in they're already cut up. I put them in the soup. They worked out good, all of that. So anyway, I just pile in as much as I can. I won't be able to put the whole thing in there. But man, the collard greens come out so soft and tender. Okay. So that's all I'm adding to that. And then I'll put this in here and I'll put the lid on. Rebel says she loves her some collards. Me too, sister. I didn't know what I was missing. These babies are good. All right. And then we're going to put it on pressure cook. I know you all probably can't see this, but let's see. No, this way. So we'll put it in pressure cook. I'm going to put it at custom high, and I'm going to do 7 minutes because yesterday I did, or the day before yesterday, I did 8 minutes for the collards and they turned out like almost too soft. So 7 minutes. And then no reminder. And then that's it. And I'll push start. So we'll do 7 minutes. We'll do 7 minutes and then we'll let it slow release or not. Shawnee said, she said, I love anything that's pre-chopped. Way to go, Starchy husband. I know, I get finicky. I'm real sassy too with him, you guys. And then she also said, that is one fancy pants Instant Pots. Love it. Thanks, sister. I had no idea. But I do love the handles. All right, so it's all good. We're doing 7 minutes and it's preheating. Okay, so we'll put all this aside and take another drink of water and then see what y'all are eating as far as veggies are concerned. Libby says she just finished a big Costco bag of bok choy. I steamed it. So delicious and different. I love that, sister. I don't know if they have that at our Costco. I'll have to look. Did it come up like, was it chopped or was it like in the, the leaves or what? Oh, Penn said green beans are 0 minutes. She puts the green beans in the Instant Pot. Oh, had I remembered that, I would have done the green beans today. Becky said cabbage is good in the Instant Pot too. I'll have to do that, sister. I have a whole head of cabbage in there. Haven't been wanting to cut up and cook, so I need to do that. I think she said she thinks she did it for 3 minutes with quick release. Okay. Yeah, I bet the cabbage cooks up quick. Okay, Kristen said she solved the chopping issue. She freezes kale bags when frozen. She squishes the bags and bam, it's chopped. That's funny. JJ eats a lot of steamed broccoli. Shawnee said she does that with spinach. Genius. Wow. Beth said hi Beth, she made stuffed pepper soup and lentils today. Yum. You know what I want to make, you guys? Oh, Julia made it. Welcome, sister. Libby said the bok choy were whole in a bag in the cold room at Costco. All right, I'm going to check those out. I love bok choy. I love the taste of it. So, let's see. I wanted to say something about that. Oh, about what Beth said. She made stuff. Okay, you guys. So I have been really wanting to make the spinach soup in the maximum weight loss book by Dr. McDougall. It's something called creamy spinach soup. It's with potatoes, spinach, and I mean, not a whole lot of ingredients. I'm thinking it's going to be super yummy. If you've made it, let me know in the chat because I have been just so anxious to try it. And I was doing a what I eat in a day video, like filming it. So that'll be out. I think it'll be released Saturday. I'll have it edited by. But I really wanted to do that soup for that, but I ran out of zucchini. And Starchy husband and I, believe it or not, I was out of zucchini. We weren't going to the Costco until Tuesday, and I was filming it Monday. Anyway, I'm all about the soup right now, you guys. Yeah, and anytime you find recipes or that you try out recipes in the McDougall, let me know. Like, I love to know if they turn out good, like what you guys like. Because we need to share these, right? To find out like what's good, what do we want to have on repeat. Okay, so this is heating up, and I wanted to get into another thing I had in my notes to share, just a reminder that kale is full of fiber. Like, that's the thing, you guys. I always think we need to be asking, like, are we eating enough fiber? We all are, right? But it's like having all this fiber is so good for our body. So just packed with nutrients, vitamins, minerals, fiber, like you can't beat it, right? The more greens we can get, the better. All right. So I wanted to share this with you all, with my starchy sisters. So I sent out, and I think probably most of you saw it already, hopefully. I sent out my first like email newsletter thing. So how I got the emails was when you sign up to get my reset guide or whatever, like it's a capturing of your email and then you're on my list to get the newsletter, right? Whenever, that's the idea. Like, I mean, I did this so long ago and set it up. So Starchy Sisters have been, getting the reset guide and signing up and all that. And I haven't sent an email out. So excited. This was my first time sending an email out. And I got a not nice email back. Basically, this person saying, oh, they didn't want to hear from me. Let's just say not nice stuff. And anyway, when you put yourself out there, you guys, like, not everyone's nice like us. You know what I mean? And what I wonder too, I'm just not going to go on a big rant about it, but what I am going to say is, when we're eating and living this way, like you're eating all these nourishing, plant loving foods, how can you be unloving and unkind? But it happens, I guess. So anyway, sent me this not nice email and unsubscribed and all that. And I immediately called my sister, Pen. Oh my gosh, Pen, and when I opened the email, I felt this blast of negative energy at me. And I even felt like uncomfortable in my stomach, because I'm just not used to that kind of negative energy. Like, I've been through anyway. I don't let that be around me. I want to be surrounded by positive stuff and uplifting, upbeat stuff. So Anyway, I talked to Penn and, we hashed it out and just decided it's like, no more energy to give to this. It's just not even worth it. So her and I got off the phone and I was kind of cleaning up upstairs, and it took about 15 minutes, you guys. But 15 minutes in, that fire started a coming. that starchy sister, that Shauna, who carries the boat and the logs and who was in the army and who has had 2 kids and who can dig deep, that fire started coming. And I just thought, you know what? I am 55 years old. I have been through some stuff, and how dare this person, whatever, talk this mean talk to me and all of this stuff. And it just reminded me, like, my skin's even getting hot. But that fire coming up made me think of you all. And it made me think of us eating and living this way. And it is just like we get to that point that it is like, you know what? I have been through some stuff in my life, and I am going to choose a better way. And y'all can do your thing. Y'all can live your negativity. You all can eat your junk food. You all can whatever you want to do. But I'm going to do me, and I'm going to do it unapologetically because I am a kind, decent, caring person, and I'm just going to turn that on to myself. And we don't need to apologize for ourselves anymore, you guys. Like, we are showing up in our most healthy, vibrant, energetic life, and we are going to continue doing it because our mission is bigger than us just showing up every single day. Where's my 4 agreements? Not living our best selves, not living our best lives. We are destined for more, sisters. We just being here, right? You are open to eating and living this way. You want to feed yourself this food so that you can live your best life ever. And when you do that, you have something bigger to offer, right? By eating and living this way, even if you don't go on YouTube, even if you don't shout out to everybody, you're showing your family a better way to eat and live. You're showing yourself a better way to eat and live first, right? You're showing yourself that you can do it, and then the rest goes out, right? Ooh, we have a beat. Okay, so now it's cooking. Now it's a cooking. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. So it's just, I don't think Starchy Husband knows. He talks so loud, you guys. Sorry if you can hear his phone conversation. But anyway, just knowing we have that fire inside us so that we can keep going along our journey. That fire is useful for us. And it's that reminder, oh, that's right. I have that fire energy in me, and I don't have to be squashed by anybody. And in this way of eating and living, just for you all too, right? I don't have to be intimidated by anyone. Like, you guys, we are eating the healthiest way to eat on the planet. Like, we should be standing loud and proud about that. And, we don't have to be unkind about it, but we can at least speak for our needs. Yeah, I'm just all about this fire right now. So anyway, I hope that resonates, you all. Burning the fire bright. Burning the fire bright. Let's get some water. All right. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Preach, sister. Yes. That's because you live agreement too, right? Don't take anything personally. Thanks, Shawnee. She said she loves getting emails from me. Penn said, don't mess with my sister. Becky said, yes, showing the better way and how to be committed and true to ourselves. Yeah. Oh, that's funny, Shawnee. You thought it was your husband. Yeah. We have an open loft upstairs, and it all travels downstairs. So, Julia says she wants to try monkey and me instant pot cabbage and horseradish sauce. I think somebody here tried it. Ooh, if you did, sisters, let us know. I love horseradish, you guys. So yummy. All right. Oh, I just wanted to say too, I love that you all are here for this, here for the live. I was getting things ready, and what did I oh, I was going to open up the live, and I saw a live that had been on, and it was like 10 minutes before I started, or maybe 15 minutes, and it was Stacy Cross was on Kathy Hester live. She was on with Cheryl. I don't know, Kathy wasn't there, but I was like, oh, I missed it. I want to get her on here, you guys. Wouldn't that be awesome to have Stacy, like, do an interview with Stacy Cross? So if anyone knows her, please give her a little nudge and tell her Starchy Shauna wants to do an interview with her. I would love to just pick her brain because she's walked this path too. She's lost 50 pounds. For those of you who don't know her, she's a support specialist with the McDougall program, and I am all about Stacy Cross. Like, I love what she offers. Hold on, you all. I'm gonna run up and tell Starchy husband. Intermission. It'll just take a minute. It's just me, girl. It's just me. All right, you guys, we'll see. I'll let him know. Okay. Let's see. I know you all are saying great stuff. Libby said, we just have to show up loving the way we live our lives. Yes. I had 2 friends in my knitting group yesterday order the starch solution on the spot. Those who are ready will join us and benefit. I love that, sister. Yes. 7-Piece Frog says, I don't say things bad about others. I think if you don't like someone or something, as they said in the old days, change the channel. Yep, I get hurt feelings, but just keep it to myself. I do too, sister. I used to, you know, have those hurt feelings and really take it personally. And I just can't anymore. I can't keep it on. And one thing I do want to say about losing the excess weight, like, with the weight comes releasing what we're storing energetically. And I believe this 100% because I've experienced it myself. Like I've said here, doing the YouTube, like when I start crying, it's because I don't hold that stuff in anymore, you guys, because I have nowhere to hold it, right? Because that stuff stays inside of us. And now that I don't hold it in anymore, it has to be released out. And so when I get something like, if Starchy husband says something that hurts my feelings or I get angry, I have to somehow find a way to diffuse that energy, because if not, the energy will be contained in. And what did I do in the past to quiet that energy? I would eat. Eating is very grounding. And so eating would like calm that energy down. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not eating my feelings anymore. So I have to find a healthy way to express these things. And yeah, it's just real interesting, like really ensuring that we're taking care of our emotions. That's part of the self-care, part of losing the weight, right? Because as the weight gets released, so does all that other stuff. And it is left there for us to deal with. And so it's super important, as I found in my own journey, it's super important to acknowledge those feelings as they come up, recognize them, and allow them to move and pass through. Because one of mine was anger. Like I, would stuff anger. Ooh. Okay. So then this thing's beeping. She's beeping, our nice Instant Pot that's cooking our kale for us. And we'll let it go for 15 minutes. And then that should be good. And then we'll release it. All right, sister. Okay. So anyway, that is something to recognize too as you're shedding and releasing the weight. The emotions need somewhere to go. And just recognize that you're not keeping those emotions in your body anymore. So just allowing them to move through. That's why, for me, movement, walking, also breath work, like doing those exhaling out of my mouth, all that stuff. Like some of it, I do want to teach you guys, because some of it, it's like, it looks, you're looking like, oh my gosh, what the heck's she up to? But I just say, go to the bathroom, do what you have to do so that you can release that stuff and get it out of you, because you don't want it stuck. Because when it's stuck in the body, something needs to hold it. And what holds it? For me, it was food, grounding, eating that food, and then the excess weight that would keep it stored in the body. And I don't want to do that anymore. I'm done with that. All right, you guys. So we're getting into, Yep. Joy says, be kind to all. I avoid toxic people or those who drain me. Me too, sister. And you know what? Here's the deal. After doing YouTube and showing up for you all, this is another thing. The more that we live in alignment with our best lives ever, which I feel like now I'm finally doing, I don't have space to show up here if I am surrounded by negativity. I don't. Like my bar has been raised. Like the things I listen to on YouTube, the things I allow to come into my eyes and ears, the conversations I have with Starchy husband, like it has to be at a high vibration, because I want to come here at a high energy level, right? I want all my things, the YouTube videos I put out, the email I send out, I want it to carry the energy of higher vibration, so that because, right, we want to be living at our best life ever. So that is what I ensure now. And the more that we do that, the more we show up for ourselves, the more we don't allow that other stuff to be in our field, right? Like Joy said, she just doesn't allow it anymore. All right, sisters. So I want to break it down. I want to break it down real simple here. This is the thing with our way of eating and living, right? So when we look at the way we eat and live, we look at it and we say, how can I stay committed? How can I implement it daily? And how can I stay consistent every day, right? And so what do we do first with just starting to eat and live with this way? First, we buy the food, right? These are the three things. Like if you come to me and you say, Shauna, I do not know what to do. Like I am caught up in my head. I'm caught in the weeds, all of it. This is the 3 steps I would give you. Number 1, buy the food. Number 2, prepare the food. And number 3, eat the food. That is your job. That's all you have to do day in and day out. And then you look and you troubleshoot and you say, okay, something's coming up. Where's the problem? Where's the disconnect? Did I not buy the food? Like I don't have the food in the fridge to prepare. Did I not prepare the food? I don't have food in the fridge to eat. Did I not eat the food? Did I go out of the house too long and didn't bring food with me or something? But once you have those 3 things, you can look and you can say, okay, what went wrong here that I am not staying consistent with this way of eating and living? And so that's where we start. You start with the physical, right? Buying, prepping, eating. Those are your 3 things. And then once you have all those in place, then you can troubleshoot from there. You look every single day. Okay, what went wrong or what's going right? Because I can tell you, those Starchy sisters who are in the chat right now and who are just so happy with all the results and all that stuff, I love your successes, you guys. You just make me so happy. Y'all are buying the food, y'all are making the food, and you all are eating the food. Am I right? Give me some hearts. I know I'm right, because that's how you get the results. The results will happen because of that. Yep, I see them, you guys. I see the hearts. We don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about menopause, being over 50. What other things have we been fed that the body won't release weight? It's just not true. You show up, you eat this way. And then if you're doing those three things, then we troubleshoot from there, right? This is coaching, you guys. This is Starchy Shauna coaching. Then we troubleshoot from there. You come to me and you say, Shauna, I'm doing all these things and the weight's not releasing. Okay. How's your non-starchy veggies? Right? Oh, okay. How about let's look at the starches you're eating. How much of them are you eating? What are you eating? Are you eating enough? Are you overstuffing yourself? Right? Then we look at all those other things and troubleshoot why the body's not releasing weight. But first, we have to get these three things down. First, we have to buy, prepare, and eat the meals. That's it. That's what'll get you to where you want to be. And then you continue on, and then the weight will release and you'll be just dancing around like me saying, woohoo, life is good. I love it, you guys. Like, this way of eating and living supports you on all levels of your being. And so when we start to really break it down, we can troubleshoot what might be going wrong. And here's another thing I want to say, that you have to do it for yourself. You have to do it for yourself. Like, if I could do it for you, you guys, I would do it for you. I would do it for you. Like, I want y'all to be living right here with me. I want us all to be living our best lives ever, happy, healthy, and energetic. And so I would do it for you. And since I can't, since I cannot, I'm doing it on YouTube and sharing it all with you. And eventually, you have to put in the work. Like, this is where the mental gymnastics come in, right? Of just feeding, like, our mind, getting in the weeds, asking all the questions, all that stuff. Eventually, we stop that and we have to do it. Because do you know how I know that my emergency meal is potatoes and spinach or potatoes and raw veggies? Because I did it. Because I went out of the house early on in my starch solution journey and I didn't have food with me, right? So I had to go hungry because eating something not in alignment with this way of eating was not an option for me. I was not doing it. I had committed. And so I had to figure it out. How am I going to make this work? Okay, well, the store was selling those little potato packets and I know I like spinach. That's it. And I came up with my emergency meal. Speaking of that, sisters, let me know in the side chat or in the comments below, if you're watching the replay, what is your emergency meal? Like, that meal, let's give other starchy sisters ideas, right? Because I say a potato and spinach. That was mine. Like, what is it for you? What's the meal that you take with you, or that you haven't bought food, you haven't prepped, and there's nothing to eat? What do you make in those instances? Because the more ideas we have, the better. But I really feel like all of us have different tastes. So this is hard for me when I meet with starchy sisters and they want like specifics of what to eat. You know, if I'm giving you specifics, I'm going to tell you, eat my white bean chili, because that's my favorite thing to eat. And eat a potato with it, and eat a big bowl of zucchini and green beans and collards. But those are my taste buds. You might like something totally different. And the only way we figure it out is we start doing it. We can't get caught in the minutia of it, in the thinking about it and all that. We have to actually start doing it. All right. I know I'm preaching to the choir here, you all. Yes, Shawnee said, buy, prepare, eat. Yes. Thank you, Joy. You're welcome, Rebel. Rebel said, thank you, Shauna, our teacher. Joy said, Shauna rocks. I love it. You guys all nourish me. I have too many love bugs here to even be worried about any negative people. Minka Ray is here. Welcome, sister. All right, so let's get into the food. JJ, broccoli and potatoes. Rebel, potatoes and broccoli. Minka said rice, a can of black beans, and frozen broccoli. Good, nice. Beth, potatoes, that's it. Yep, and that's good enough, right? When we have nothing, getting the potatoes in. Joy's the same as me, potatoes and steamed spinach. And I'm the same. That's the one vegetable I don't mind eating frozen, sister, is frozen spinach. Oh, okay. We have 5 minutes left on this Instant Pot. I don't know. Y'all we need a little buzzer, sisters, for 5 minutes. Ellen said for her, welcome, Ellen. Nice to see you here, sister, from Ellen's Healthy Kitchen. If y'all haven't subscribed to Ellen yet, you'll have to. She is my soul sister, my starchy sister, and a dear, dear friend. She says defrosted frozen rice, frozen veggies, canned beans, bingo, done. Maybe some sriracha. I love it. Oh, Peace Frog says if she didn't have anything ready to eat, she won't eat. Yep. I had to learn how to do that too, sister, right? That was foreign to me. It was like, oh, so if I don't have food, just don't eat. Yeah. Just don't eat. Go get something. Wait until I can go and make something. Yes. That was me. Libby said, I got my first emergency Wendy's plain baked potato the other day. It was awesome. An hour and a half from home. I was so glad I knew about them. Yes. You know what? We're getting a Wendy's around, like down and around, probably about 6 miles away or so. So I'll have to try one of their plain baked potatoes just for the fun of it, you guys, like just to test it out, right? Susanna's here. Welcome, sister. She said she'll take a handful of salad greens, some rice, and a can of beans, and yep, and then have with coconut aminos. Nice. Yes, I love it. And Julia said broccoli and potatoes or beans and rice. Yeah. So these things are so simple, you guys. And a lot of times, we don't think of them. So it's nice to have them written down somewhere, like our own little notebook or whatever. Eventually it just becomes habit, right? But when we're first starting out, actually, I won't say it, that doesn't become habit, because really for me, like even just now reading what you all do, it gives me ideas. It's like, oh, that's right. I do have like 8 cans of black beans in the pantry that I could eat at any time and mix those up with some salsa. And I'm just loving doing the freezing now, you guys. So I have frozen cubes of rice, brown rice, that I put in the freezer. So I have those ready to go. So I have brown rice, beans, salsa, and then all I need is some veggies. And for me, that would be, either some kind of frozen veggies or, I don't know. I'd eat raw veggies, I guess if I didn't have it in the house though, but zucchini, I love raw zucchini, cucumber, tomatoes, all of those things are so good to me. So it's nice to have those ideas so we can think, okay, what can I get? For me, like my go-to is hands down potatoes. I love potatoes, but in a pinch, like if rice is what I have, rice is what I'm eating. So it's always good to have these things that we can come back to again and again. So I just want to ask you guys, thanks for sharing, you all. I love that you offer that. Like I find so much good information from the Starchy Sisters. Like you all have been walking this path. Like I love it. Almost done. And our time's almost up. So I want to ask you guys before I get into the Instant Pot. It's at 14 minutes. I'm going to open it up. I think it might have already released. Yeah, it's already released. So we'll check it out in a sec. But I want to ask you guys just to take with you, for any of you struggling, like what's getting in the way of your commitment? Like this is the thing to ask ourselves, when we look at those 3 things, buy, prepare, and eat. If something's falling to the wayside there, then it's time to ask, like, okay, what's getting in the way of my commitment? What is making this way of eating and living not a must in my life? Because we don't want it to be a should. We want it to be a must. And once it's a must, we figure out how to do it. That's where I was. It was a must for me. I didn't, like, you all know way more than I ever knew when I first started eating and living this way. I had to figure it out as I went along. It was like a toddler with no shoes on, just starting to walk, falling down, starting to walk, falling down. But you know what I wasn't going to fall down about? My non-negotiable was I had to eat low calorie dense, low fat, whole food, plant-based meals at every single meal. That was the non-negotiable. So once I had that down, I just had to figure out how to do it. Figure it out. And so that is what I want to say. Once you have your non-negotiable down, you're non-negotiable, you guys. Think about what that means. You are not negotiating even with yourself. You are eating and living this way, period. No matter how plain the potato is or whatever, you're eating this way. Then I would ask, what's getting in the way of your commitment? And it's just something to reflect on. This is really my passion. It's talking to those of us who struggle with staying committed to this way of eating and living, because that's how I lived for so long. And I felt so defeated about it and beat myself up about it for so long that when I finally stayed committed, like, I wanted to figure out how to do it so I could share it out with all the other sisters out there, because we know that this is the healthiest way to eat, right? And we want to eat this way. Love the hearts, you guys. Love it. All right, so let's get into our kale. Let me get a fork, see how this turned out. I'll get a big one and a little one, and I'll do this so you all can see. Shawnee, every time I do my Instant Pot now, I'm going to think, what a fancy Instant Pot I have. Thank you, sister, for giving me that perspective. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can already see how soft this is. Like, if you haven't made these yet, you have got to make these in here. So this was 7 minutes. And so this is what I want to tell you. When I first, I'm smelling these, and it's like, okay, I just put the vinegar in there, right? So these are not going to smell tasty or anything like that, but I do want to taste it because Penn and I have talked about this. It does still kind of taste like some of the bitterness is in there when it initially comes out. So this is not one that we eat right away. We add the seasoning to it and let it sit. And so let me do that. I am going to add, I did the 1 tablespoon already of the vinegar. So I'm adding 2 teaspoons of vinegar just to this already finished. And the secret sauce is the soy sauce. And I do a whole tablespoon of this, of the soy sauce. And I use the low sodium. You can use tamari, whatever you want. And then once that's in there, I'm just mixing it around. And it does have a little liquid at the bottom because I put that cup of water in there. So I just mix it around and I put the lid back on so it can kind of just marinate in there for a while. Well, I don't need to have it on, so I'll unplug it. So I'll just leave it in there to marinate a while. And then once it goes in the fridge, it's one of those things, right? The longer it sits, the more those flavors will kind of meld together and it will taste so good, you guys. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. I love that. Oh, speaking of hearts, I didn't put in my notes. Please, below me, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, you guys. If you're on the live, if you're watching on your phone, you might have to X out of the comments and then hit the like button. I don't know. It helps out the YouTube algorithm or whatever. So it's helpful. So I appreciate that. Plus, it makes me feel good. It's like a little thumbs up love to me. So I appreciate that. So anyway, keeping this in and letting it just kind of marinate and then putting it in the fridge. So this would be ready, I feel like, in about 2 hours to be eaten. Like the bitterness will be gone. It'll have that like umami flavor from the soy sauce and just a little hint of the apple cider vinegar. And once you taste it, you can always add more of the apple cider vinegar or the soy sauce but just add a little bit at a time, because once this sits in the fridge, like if you put too much apple cider vinegar, it'll have that really vinegary taste, which I love. So for me, it's not too much, but it can be like a real big tang. So anyway, that is our kale and collards. If you have any questions about it, like if I didn't explain it good enough, let me know in the comments below and I will, I'll address any of those. So let me check in the chat one more time and then we'll get our motivation on before we head off. Oh, Anne Marie's here. She lives on Long Island, New York, and they offer broccoli and cheese. Hi, everyone. Hi, Ellen. Hi, sister. Aw, thank you, Becky. Becky said, you're speaking to me, sister. I've been struggling the last couple weeks. Thank you for your open heart and your honesty, sister. You've got this. This is what this Starchy Sister classroom, our potato patch party is all about, right? So that we can connect in, we can get fuel for the fire and stay committed for this upcoming week. Because this is a daily, this is being, we are really being, depending on how much you are out in the world, right? We're being bombarded with this stuff all the time. And you don't even have to go out of the house. They'll deliver that stuff to your house. It comes on the ads on YouTube, on TV, whatever, we're taking things in from. And then not only that, also from our family members, right? They're bringing this stuff into the house. They're cooking sad foods, all of that stuff. And so a lot of this is going the other direction. And so it's like we're paddling against the momentum, right? But we're creating a new momentum here, sisters. Us Starchy sisters are creating our momentum. And all of the other YouTubers that are doing, in this space, they are with us too. Like we're all forging forward together. I love it. We are not alone on this path. It gives me goosebumps, you guys. So this is a safe space for us all to connect, to meet, and to get reinvigorated every week so that we can be moving forward on our plant-based journey to what? Not just to eat and live this way, you guys. That's just one part of the puzzle. It is to live our most healthy, vibrant, energetic lives. Why? Why are we doing it, you guys? Because we want to live our best lives ever, show up fully and completely in our lives so that no matter when the end comes, we can say we live our lives full out, full of energy, feeling good from the inside out. That is the way that the Starchy sisters do it, right? I love it. So I have to ask you guys, before we go, who's going to carry the boat and the logs? I want to see you, sisters. Who is going to carry the boat and the logs? I'm carrying those boat and those logs, and I see you right next to me, sisters. I look to the side, I see you. I look to the other side, I see you. I am so proud to be walking this journey with you and to not be alone anymore. Like, this community has just filled my soul. I love you all so much. Who's going to carry the boat and the logs? I am. Who's going to carry the boat and the logs? I am. We are a force for good in our lives, you guys. And the more we show up for ourselves, the more we have that overflowing and all those around us benefit. That's what it's about, right? Yep. Spreading all that love, sharing all the overflow. I love it. Whew, my voice is telling me that's the end. That's the end. I love you guys. I love you so much. I believe you. I believe in you. I see you. I see all you carrying those boat and those logs. I love it. I love it. I love you guys. One meal at a time, one day at a time. We are doing this. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So much love. I'll see you next week for sure.